Hi nurses, so break ko ngayon guys from work and gusto ko mag-aral for NCLEX. Tara, let's do this. Quick disclaimer lang guys ha. Yung mga sasabihin ko dito are based on my mind. Hindi ako nag-aral today, hindi ko pa alam kung ano yung mga i-expect ko na question. Baka mali yung mga pag-rationalize ko dito. And that's okay, right? Siguro sa mga next videos ko, gagawa ako ng i-check natin kung tama ba yung sagot ko. Okay? So without further ado, let's do this. Let's go! So, 25 minutes lang, tapos short break of 25 minutes. So, number one question. A client with head injury is experiencing intracranial pressure. The neurosurgeon prescribes mannitol. Which intervention should the nurse implement when administering medication? So, I think mannitol, guys, is a diuretic. Alam ko to eh. So, gets ko na rin siya. Kahit hindi ko siya alam, gets ko siya kasi intracranial pressure, di ba? Pag maraming pressure sa ulo, it could be of increased fluid. So, para magigets mo na rin yung mannitol dito in this context. But, which intervention should the nurse implement when administering this medication for diuretics? Loop ba to or hindi? Let's see. A. Monitor the client's arterial blood gases. B. Do not monitor if client's blood pressure is less than 90 or over 60. C. Ensure the client's cardiac status is monitored by telemetry. Or D. Use a filter needle when administering medication. Okay. Experiencing increased intracranial pressure. Nurse implement. For me, do not administer this medication. Tama si B. Do not administer kasi nga bababa. Monitor EBG, ensure cardiac status. Okay, so for me, the best answer here is C. Why? Because diuretic it could lead to potential potassium loss. Kasi feeling ko yung mannitol is a loop diuretic. And loop diuretic, they are known as potassium wasting. Hindi ko alam. Nagra-rush ako. Char lang, guys. Practice lang to, guys, ha. Baka sabihin nyo na naman, ano. The client with increased intracranial pressure is receiving mannitol. Which data would cause the nurse to hold the administration of this medication? Okay. Mannitol pa rin. Serum osmolality. 3 milliosmoles per kilogram. B. Urine osmolality of 550. The blood urea nitrogen is 8. Or the creatinine level is 1.8 mg per dl. Creatinine. 135, 105, 95, 105. Same sila nila. Creatinine 720, 2.6. Same sila nila lithium. 135. 105, 90. So, creatinine levels, part ba to sa kidneys? Skip ko na lang to. Which discharge instruction should the emergency room discuss with the client who sustained concussion? Mataas. Pero balikan natin yung number 2. Para mataas yung creatinine level, dapat yung normal level, di ba, 1.2. So, B, D. Which discharge instruction should the emergency room nurse discuss with the client who sustained concussion? So, pag concussion, di ba, nabagok? Select all that apply. Do not drink any type of alcoholic beverage until allowed. Discussed. Pwede. Take 2 acetaminophen every 6 hours for headache. If experiencing headache, take hydrocone every 8 hours. It's alright to take a couple of aspirin experiencing headache. Notify the session of the medication does not relieve your headache. Okay, so A and E is good, pero every 6 hours talaga for a headache. A couple of aspirin. Di bang aspirin is blood thinner to? So it can cause more bleeding. Diba ang aspirin bawal to kasi magkakause siya ng maraming bleeding pa. And then, if you're experiencing headache, hydrocodone every 8 hours. Acetaminophen na lang. So, A, B, and C yung sagot ko di. A, B, and E pala. So, bawal to. Kasi mukha silang malala eh. Okay. Number 4. The following clients have head injury. Which client should the nurse question administering the medication mannitol? Okay. May head injury daw siya. So, alin daw yung client ang bawal sa mannitol? Question. Nurse question sa bawal. We're looking a wrong answer. Select all that apply. A 34-year-old client with HIV positive, glaucoma, cor pulmonale, cystic fibrosis, and congestive heart failure. Okay. Bawal sa mannitol. For me, the preceding questions, they talk about intracranial pressure, di ba? So, may hint na ako na pag intracranial pressure, it means yung mannitol, it's either magkakause siya ng maraming tubig. So, B, glaucoma is pwede because glaucoma can increase intraocular pressure naman. Naalala ko to. With cor pulmonale, related siya sa sa heart. Tapos, CHF. Cystic fibrosis. So, yung sagot ko dito, B, C, and E. Sa HIV positive naman, pwede naman siguro to. Pwede naman siya. And then, cystic fibrosis, hindi ko to alam, pero I think this is good as well. So, yeah. B, C, and E yung sagot ko dito. Let's check later, di ba? Malalaman naman natin sagot eh. Eh di mali ako pag mali, di ba? The client has an open laceration on the right temporal lobe. Okay, right temporal lobe may laceration. Secondary to being hit on the head with a baseball bat. Ouch, sakit. The emergency department healthcare provider sutures the laceration and the CT scan is negative. Which instructions should the nurse discuss with the client? Okay, so may siya, may sugat. May sugat. So, anong sasabihin ng nurse sa kliyente? Number 1, do not put anything on the laceration. Use hydrocortisone cream on the laceration. Cleanse the area with alcohol 3 times a day and apply topical antibiotic ointment in the sutured area. Cleanse with alcohol 3 times a day. Alcohol. 3 times a day. Hydrocortisone cream is more on sa to eh. Do not put anything on the laceration for 72 hours. Kay tinahit naman, di ba? So, use hydrocortisone cream on the laceration, topical antibiotic in the sutured area, and cleanse the area. For me, wrong to si C sa cleanse. Tapos, topical, not specific. For me, B ang sagot dito kasi very specific siya. Hydrocortisone, 0.5 of the laceration. Do not put anything on the laceration. This is given. Pwede tayo maglagay ng cream based on sa tanong. Ginagets ko na lang siya sa tanong. The client with head injury is ordered a CT scan of the head with contrast dye. Which statements by the client warrant immediate intervention? Select all that apply. Head injury, tapos kailangan i-CT scan with contrast dye. Which statements warrant immediate intervention? So, we're finding the wrong answer here. So, I take atenolol for my high blood pressure. B, I'm allergic to many types of fish. Pwede. Kasi 'di ba ang contrast dye, bawal siya sa mga iodine. So, ang iodine products, we have shellfish, mga ganun. I get nauseated whenever I take aspirin. I take metformin for my diabetes. I had 3 beers before I fell and hit in my head. I take atenolol for my high blood pressure. Head injury siya with contrast dye. immediate. Whenever I take aspirin. Metformin, I had 3 beers. Pwede itong beers, no? Atenolol for my high blood pressure. Head injury. Okay, so contrast dye. So, pwede ba yung contrast dye sa mga may B&E lang yung sagot ko dito. 7. The nurse is preparing to administer medications to the following clients. Which medication should the nurse question administering? Okay. Question. So, or wrong answer. Furosemide to a client with serum potassium of 4.2 MEq. Potassium. Sodium 135. Hey mga nurses. Hey mga nurses. Alam niyo, sodium 135. Potassium 4.5 hanggang 5.5. 4.5, 5.5. Dapat ang normal potassium level is 4.5 hanggang 5.5. Sodium 911, laging tandaan. Potassium 3.5 hanggang 4.5. 3.5 lang pala. O, di ba may kanta tayo? Potassium 3.5 hanggang 4.5. BUN 720, creatinine naman 1.2 to 0.6, same sila ni lithium. Sodium 135 hanggang 145. Hey mga nurses, alam mo ba to? Kung memorize nyo, di na mazi-zero. Sodium potassium 1.5 hanggang 3.5 hanggang 4.5. Hindi ako sure sa kanta ko. Shit. Furosemide of serum levels 4.2. So, the potassium level is okay naman siya. This is normal. Mannitol to a client with serum osmolality of 280. Digoxin level of 2.4. Phenytoin. Medyo hindi talaga tayo maalam dito, guys. Digoxin levels. Digoxin. I-GG ko na lang tong mannitol kasi kanina pa tong tinatanong. Charis! The client with a head injury is admitted into the intensive care unit. Which healthcare provider medication order should the nurse, ICU nurse question? Select all the apply. Head injury, ICU. Ano daw na order? Medication ang order you should question. So, we're finding the wrong answer. So, morphine, mannitol, methylprednisolone, phenytoin, oxygen. So, mannitol is diuretic. Morphine is for pain. Methylprednisolone. Prednisolone? Parang ano siya, no? For Cushing's disease. Ano nga siya, prednisolone? Steroids, prednisolone. Phenytoin. Phenytoin is more of a cardiac drug. Cardiac drug ba yung phenytoin? Phenytoin. Oxygen. Okay, O2. Okay. Head injury. Steroids. So, i-question siguro yung mannitol. And then, magbibigay ba ng steroid? Siyempre, head injury to pain. Hindi. Dapat, baka mataas yung, intracranial pressure. Medication order, oxygen. Kailangan ba ng oxygen dito? Phenytoin. D. Phenytoin, tapos steroids. So, C. DNC. The client with increased intracranial pressure is receiving mannitol. Which intervention should the nurse implement to evaluate effectiveness of the medication? Ay, grabe. Puro mannitol to, guys. Wala talaga akong alam sa mga mannitol na to. Pero at least malalaman na natin later, di ba? The client with increased intracranial pressure is receiving mannitol. Which intervention should the nurse implement to evaluate the effectiveness of this medication? A. Monitor the client's vital signs. B. Maintain strict intake and output. C. Assess the client's neurological status. Or D. Check the client's serum osmolality level. Mataas yung kanyang ICP, is increased, receiving mannitol. Evaluate to find effectiveness. So, paano natin malalaman if effective yung mannitol? So, A. Monitor vital signs. B. Maintain strict and fluid. To evaluate. Evaluate kasi, to maintain strict, hindi na ito ba? Evaluation ang kailangan natin, assess neurological status, serum osmolality level, intracranial pressure, vital signs ba, or neurologic? For me, it's neurologic status. C. Kung vital signs kasi, pwede lang siyang very vague lang Pero pag neurologic status, malalaman mo pag mataas yung intracranial pressure, medyo hindi responsive si client. Char, galing. The client has increased intracranial pressure and the healthcare provider orders a bolus of 0.5 grams per kilogram IV of 25% osmotic diuretic solution. The client weighs 165 pounds. How much the medication should the nurse administer? Hala. Pishkat. Ano to? 4 kilograms divided by how much medication. Okay. So, 1 kilogram, try lang natin guys is 2.2 pounds, diba? So, 165 pounds divided by 2.2, ilan guys? 16. Lagay natin to. Ilang 6, 2 sa 16? 8. 8 times 16. 2. 82.5? Tama ba? Hindi ako marunong mag-solve So, lagay natin 82.5 kilogram. Ang 165 pounds, 82.5. Aaralin ko nga ulit ang solving na to. The client weighs 165 pounds. How much of the medication should know? 0.5 gram per kilogram. Okay. So, dito na naman tayo sa 0.5. So, 82, lagay natin 82.5. 82.5, i-multiply natin sa 0.5. 10. Ay, 10 ba? 5 times 5, 10. Tanga. 25, 10, 12. 5 times ano dito? 5 times 8, 40. 41. 0, 0, 0, 0. 5, 2, 1, 4. Ilang dots? Dalawa. So, 41.25. So, how much medication? Sige, lagay natin. 41.25 grams. Pili ko mali to, pero bayain na. Ay, nako. O, diba? Client with seizures naman tayo. The client with seizure disorder is prescribed phenytoin. Phenytoin is for seizure pala. Which statements indicate that the client understands the medication teaching? Phenytoin. Mali pala yung sabi ko kanina. Diba? Iba na naman yung color. Blue naman tayo. Prescribe phenytoin, which statement indicates that the client understands the medication teaching? If my urine turns a reddish brown color, I should call my doctor. I should take the medication on empty stomach. I will use a soft bristle toothbrush to brush my teeth, and I'll get sore throat when taking this medication. Seizure, phenytoin. Hindi ko alam. I will use soft bristle toothbrush to brush my teeth. So, very common to siya sa patients na may bleeding tendencies. I should take the medication on an empty stomach, no? Hindi to pwede. I may get sore throat. Immunosuppressant ba to? For me kasi, if reddish brown color, parang ano to, yung sa TB medication na Ripes, rifampicin. Yun yung naiisip ko sa reddish brown color, rifampicin. Pero, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I think I will answer pero may something sa akin si C. Si C. Pero meron din something sa akin si A. So baka A talaga. Pero bayain na. We live and we learn. Diba? The client with a seizure disorder who is taking carbamazepine. Oh my God, carbamazepine. Tells the clinic nurse, I am taking evening primrose oil for my premenstrual period cramps. And it is really working. Which statement by the nurse is best response? Carbamazepine. Ano nga yung carbamazepine, man? Tegretol? Carbamazepine. Seizures. For seizures, okay. You should inform your healthcare provider taking this herb. It is very dangerous. Best response. So I think the best response of the nurse is always to ask the doctor. Kasi bawal yan eh. Primrose oil. Baka may mga effect yan. Kahit sabihin natin na herbal medicines, it can really cause something. So, mas maganda, they should consult with the doctor. Which data should the nurse assess for the client with seizure disorder who is taking valproate? Valproate, para siyang valproic acid, no? Valproic acid. And para din to sa seizures. Pero baka hindi to valproic acid. Creatinine and beyond levels, white blood cells, liver enzymes, and red blood cells. Valproic acid. Creatinine and beyond levels, white blood cell count, enzyme. So, ating aalamin kung yung valproic acid is siyang klaseng drug. It's nephrotoxic, ototoxic, hepatotoxic, diba? But this time, hindi ko alam. Pero I will go with liver enzymes. The nurse is preparing to administer the following anticonvulsant medications. Which medication should the nurse question administering? A. Carbamazepine, who has a carbamazepine level of 8 UG ml, clonazepam, serum of 60, phenytoin, ethosuximide, serum of 45 mg. Oh my gosh, wala talaga akong alam dito guys, as in like nada, non-zero. Check natin yung time. 0 talaga guys yung knowledge ko dito. So, yeah. Alin dito? Feeling ko D. Kasi parang kakaiba siya. Yun na lang talaga yung Which client with a seizure disorder is prescribed fosphenytoin? Which intervention should the nurse discuss with the client? Okay guys, so kailangan ko talaga aralin itong mga valproic acid, phenytoin, ano pa yung sa taas kanina. Madami, carbamazepine, my God, dami nating aalamin. Pero it's okay. We live and we learn, and this is the perfect time for us to learn. Ika nga. The client with seizure disorder is prescribed fosphenytoin, which intervention should the nurse discuss with the client. Select all that apply. Instruct to wear medic alert bracelet. Tell the client to not self-medicate. Oy, time na. It's time. So, sasagutin ko na to last number 15. Okay, tama to. OTC bawal. Encourage the client to decrease drinking any type of alcohol. Decrease lang. Dapat to stop siguro dapat. Parang lahat tama. Ito lang yung hindi ko bet sa decrease. A, B, D, E. Pero baka overthinker lang din ako. Charot lang. So, that's it, guys. We're done with 15 questions. Pomodoro, 25 minutes. So, yun, guys. Nag-aral tayo for 25 minutes and inaral natin yung isang subject na talagang wala akong alam. Wala akong kaalam-alam doon. And gusto ko lang na let's make it a habit na gano'n, no? And if you want a correct rationalization talaga, like, ira-ration natin yun, hahanapin natin yung tamang sagot doon. Comment below, guys, kasi isi-share ko din sa inyo para at least may alam kayo while answering, diba? Napakahirap pala ng mga pharmacology questions, no? Grabe, hindi ko alam yung mga bagay-bagay. Naalog talaga yung utak ko, guys. Pero at least, ready na ako to learn the actual answers. And para ma-share ko din siya sa inyo, guys, no? Yung mga tamang sagot at the same time, matututo tayo together. See you next time, guys, in my study sessions. Bye!